This portion of the CU podcast is sponsored by 33 Random Defense.
Are you ready to play one of the most challenging action RPG tower defense battles available online? Brace yourself and face the most challenging survival battle of all time. Create your team of animals and wizards and fight in epic confrontations. Stop the monster onslaught to gain victory in this tactical battle simulator. You will face 33 difficult enemy invasion types and must defeat them all to win. You can play single player, co-op, and dual modes. Animals are summoned randomly, so are the monsters, buffs, and even the placements. Test your luck in this game with infinite possibilities.
The random defense genre, which randomly deploys both animals and monsters, is a genre that originated from StarCraft's use map settings. In this random defense game, animals use various weapons such as pistols and rifles, and there's also ingenious weapons such as hairdryers and slingshots. So it's a game where you can study what weapons and items are best to attack monsters with. They also recently just started an anniversary event and are selling limited edition Christmas skins. A new special game mode has also been added. But you don't have to spend money to build up the best team for success. There are daily event rewards, so you can easily level up and really enjoy the game. To try out 33 Random Defense, click the link in the description below to download it and play it today.
All right.
Ian, we got voicemails.
We do. Why don't you tell me a little bit about those, Patrick?
Well, you can go to anchor.fm/see podcast and you could leave us a short voicemail. Hopefully you like us. And wow, we're making time, even though we were delayed by 45 minutes or so. Here's our first one.
Hey guys, my name's Richard. I've been listening to you since about 2013. My completely unnecessary question for you is, what would you think about a movie, one could say a biography, of the great Tommy Tallarico? His life, his goals, his accomplishments.
All right, what do you think, Ian? Well, here's the thing. No. We know all his accomplishments because his website is just a fucking list of all his accomplishments.
That's right.
All his Guinness World Records, all the awards he got from the company he helped, found, they're all there. So you don't have to.
Yeah, I would not watch a movie about his life. It would really depend on the slant and angle that it took.
Sure. Oh yes, we might watch a movie one day. I have a feeling about some of it. I have a feeling that we might watch some movie one day. Okay, next one.
What would you do for a flying car?
What would you do for a flying car, Ian?
Not much. I don't drive.
You wouldn't drive a flying car?
No, probably not. I'd be more terrified for that. But if other people wanted a flying car, like say my wife, it would depend. I'd do a lot for her.
Oh, whoops! I dragged this on OBS, so we went off screen for a second there.
Oh well.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Ian. It's Voxandra
from
New Jersey here. Now, I've been watching you guys for a long time now, from before when Ian couldn't be on the show for a while. Thank you, by the way, for getting better and saving Pat from looking like a lost puppy doing a one-man show on the boardwalk. It's been a long time since I've been to any boardwalk down the shore here, and I'll tell you, the only tram car I'm watching out for is the caboose of the lady I'm in the DMs of. I'm getting off topic here. The point is, I've been listening a long time, and I kind of realized something recently. Was the Intellivision Amico always as much of a dumpster fire? Or did it start off interesting and just get worse over time? It's been so long, I honestly forgot if Tommy Tell Us Some BS was spewing it from day one. Freaking NFTs on a console. Guess that's what we need, to burn down an entire forest just so some douchebag number can confirm my number's next in line. Or at least I think that's how it works. Listen, there's only one NFT I care about. Some nice freaking tip.
Oh, Voxandra. A little saucy there, Voxandra.
Always nice to hear from you, Voxy.
Very saucy.
To answer the question, though.
Did it start interesting? We were intrigued at first.
It was. It did not start as a tire fire. I did not have high hopes for it at first, but I said, and I will admit I said it because people could go back. I felt like if there was a person who could at the time, because I did not know more, that it was probably Tommy Tallarico. Well, he has proven that has been not true. What happened is we did our initial thing. We got
first few videos about it.
We did, and we hedged our bets. We held back. We were like, maybe, but we got the price wrong, and he was not happy that we weren't 100% on board. That was what started with. That's what happened. Tommy cannot, especially then. He's gotten a little bit better at it because otherwise he's going to get no positives directed to him.
I think they're telling him to shut up at this point.
But if you were 100% on board with the Amico early on, he would get in your email box, which he did to me, and try to get an interview.
He did that with a lot of YouTubers.
And after scheduling an interview with me twice, and no show, I don't bring this up a lot, he scheduled one, said I need to reschedule. I said, okay, we can do this date. I said, hey, Tommy, I need to reschedule this date. He said, we can do this date. He said, I can't do this date. Get at me to reschedule. And I said, fuck off. I'm not playing this game anymore. I don't need to know about the Intellivision Amico that bad. This is funny because I see someone out there every once in a while in the comments for the Amico shit be like, oh, Tommy snubbed them. No, Tommy was fucking begging to get in my pants.
I don't think he directly asked me for an interview. I wonder how that would have went down. Would you have done it from your house and just?
No, it was basically I was going to talk to him and I was because I talked to you about it. I was like, look, Tommy.
I don't remember it
because it was literally at
3
the
years
beginning.
ago.
Tommy was like, hey, these things aren't so right, and he came at me with like, yeah, you want to get some insider info, and I was like, not really. And then I told you, and you're like, well, it might be interesting, but just be aware that he's gonna, shill. I'm like, oh, of course he's gonna just fucking do the dog and pony show. And I tried to hear what he said, and I'm not going to chase after a person for an advertisement.
How do you think it would have went if it actually happened? Would you have like pressed him on stuff, or just been like, okay,
it was too early? I would have.
Or that sounds like crazy puffery at this point. That we'll see what. No, happens.
That's what it was so early on that I would have expected puffery that you and I would have probably been like, probably not.
You would have pulled out the Burger Time thing. Remember when Burger Time was supposed to be on this console as an early title? All the Data East.
Remember when this wasn't a console for kids and old people? It was a console that was going to have Data East games and Jalico games, and they got a new R-Type coming.
A super 2D chip, the best 2D chip ever, the best 2D graphics you've ever seen.
Why you riling me up, Voxandra?
I got to pay her for that to do that. Cause I like eating like this.
I'm all red and sweaty.
What is up, Pat and Ian? This is Anthony, aka AP Greeners from Central Pennsylvania. And no, I do not have a Friendly's nearby, and I've never been there, so I can't rub it in Pat's face. But I'll try to keep my time limited.
Don't rub things in my face.
I met you, Pat, at Too Many Games in 2019, and if you forget who I was, I kept bringing up Ian's fascinating adventures at Luna and questioning his sanity. Which, Ian, how did you keep your sanity while working there? As I work retail now, and I want to know ways to deal with the stress and anger that it entails. Speaking as a fan, though, what are you guys' biggest pet peeves when it comes to fans meeting you? What do fans do to just get on your nerves? Which I hope I didn't do at Too Many Games. And hey, Tommy, if you're listening to this, I'm a small content creator, so if you want more press about your love child of the future, I only got 795 subscribers, so come at me. But don't even think about trying to offer me a car ride. I'm too smart for that, as I drive a fucking smart car. So let me know what you got.
Okay, Anthony. The cadence, we're getting worn out from the cadence.
How did I not go insane? Fatty foods, a cigarette every 2 weeks, more booze than I should have drank, and a lot of marijuana. I don't recommend any of those methods. Don't do retail.
Eating smokes to get over me sometimes.
Hey, Pat and Ian, this is Mike from California.
Mike!
A friend of mine had asked me if I'd ever played this NES game, and I told him no, because it was rare and kind of expensive. And he told me, well, it's too bad because it's a really good game. So that got me kind of wondering, what would you say is a game out there, or even games, that you wish weren't rare or expensive so that more people could enjoy it?
What game?
This could be NES or it could be any system. I was just curious to get your general thoughts.
Any of them.
But they did not specify what game it was that they were talking about.
No, I'm curious.
Anyway, for me, my answer is actually, when it comes to the really rare games that I think are fun to play, I actually think Little Samson's a lot of fun. I think it's a good game. I wish it wasn't as expensive as it was.
All those IRM games.
That's not IRM. That's Taito.
That's what I'm sorry. I've been all the titles.
I don't like the Flintstones game. I don't like Dinosaur Peak. And honestly, I've tried. I get why people like Panic Restaurant, but too many of the weapons feel kind of useless for me to really like Panic Restaurant.
Ooh, I love Panic Restaurant.
I love the way it looks, and I love the idea. Obviously, I love the theme. I don't like playing the game.
You don't like the plates?
I don't like playing the game.
They're all bangers, all those late title ones. It's almost like, God, those Panic Restaurant and the Super Nintendo would have been amazing if they'd done some of those.
Sure.
They didn't sell a lot on the NES at that point. It was like 90.
Well, that's why they're so rare. Yes. But of those, I do really like Little Samson.
And that's the one I probably the least amount of experience with out of all of them.
I like it.
Jetsons, I have more experience. I beat Jetsons. I reviewed that one. I didn't review Little Samson for the book. So, all right. Next one.
Pat, Ian, this is Matt from Rochester, New York again.
Okay.
Pat, just with those cookies from Wegmans, what were you thinking, man? It's been 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
Know if something was bad. Not even regular Oreos would last that long. Ian can confirm the Wegmans Oreos, they're not that bad, but they're not going to last two years. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
It's true. You should not be eating 2-year-old cookies, Patrick.
Matthew, Ian, it's a narrative fiction. It was a character eating those cookies.
That's what you said.
Buenos Aires, Uncle Pat and Uncle Ian. It's J-Bo back here again.
It is.
It's
Hi,
been a
J-Bo.
minute, lads. Just a quick one. So, I was thinking about it the other day, my favorite console, the Game Gear. Yeah, I said it, the Game Gear. Favorite game on it, probably the Lion King for me, you know. The movement, the aesthetics, the way it looks, the cartoony graphics. I must say, perfect. What would be the best game on the Game Gear for you fellas? And
The best Game Gear game for you.
Love your voice, J-Bo.
Very soothing.
It is. I have not played a lot of Game Gear, and I hope to play more, but I was having fun with Psychic World the other night.
Not familiar.
It's like a little Mega Man-y type game.
Okay.
Sega made it. I like it.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for a better Sega Mega Man game, I guess. Next one.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Ian. This is Brian from Northern Utah, calling with just a quick question for you. UN Squadron might be one of the best games ever made. If you don't think so, you might be wrong. I'm too poor to buy the book, but my name should be in the book.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, I just need to know what your rating is of UN Squadron, because it's amazing.
Okay.
Anyway, hope you guys have a good day.
I reviewed
the book.
Since you contributed, I believe I gave it 4.5 stars.
It's a good game. It's a great game.
Which is excellent review. It's not 5, but it's. I think a couple minor quibbles, but it's a great game. It's a great game. Yeah. A couple more here. This is a very Amico heavy one, but it's just the way it's worked out.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Ian. This is Greg calling from St. Petersburg, Florida. If Tommy Tallarico came to you with an unlimited budget, what would you guys do to fix the Amico and its terrible launch? Thanks. Love the podcast.
Well, here's the thing.
I'd fucking scrap it and restart.
Well, here's the thing, though. You don't need an unlimited budget. The money's what gets you into trouble. You don't need all the fucking hardware. You don't need a console. This is how you do the Amico. Ready? This could have been its own topic. It might still be at some point. This is how you do it. You sell it. You do like the Wii Play design. If you really are in love with that fucking controller, you bundle the controller by itself with, like, I don't know, 15 fucking games that are basically tech demos anyway. That fucking Battle Tank game is like a tech demo, which is it's like one of the games in the Wii Play. That's how you do it. If you become a publisher, you become a game publisher on various platforms. And if you want to you do the games by themselves, but then if you want to push your fucking little fucking iPad / Intellivision controller, you bundle it separately. So you don't lock people into that thing. That's how you do it.
Another thing that I've seen going around that is makes sense is jumping out of the gate with a console
is insane.
Insane. You should have spent 2 to 3 years at least releasing new games by Intellivision, because I don't know if you've seen this. Intellivision has no third-party companies. Tommy came out and said that recently. They have no third-party companies. Everything is
second party.
No, it's 1.5 party. He said, because he's always got to make up a new fucking term.
Does that mean that the folks doing Breakout said "fuck you" and we're not coming out anymore?
Yeah, probably. Because that was clear third party. Yeah,
Other Ocean stuff was going to be third party.
Yeah, that would have been clear third party too. So he said what that means is they provide the graphics and the money and some sound effects, and that makes it 1.5 party. But I don't think that's actually really happened anywhere. That's just Tommy talking. Yeah. But what you do is you bring out Intellivision as a game publisher, like you said, and you can even because they can't seem to get this figured out, a publisher development house sort of thing. You develop these games and you release these games for as cheap as you promised on consoles like the Switch, the PS4, the Xbox. You see if these games garner good reviews. You let people see if Intellivision is a company that is something to back. Then and only then you come out and you go, hey, we're going to try a console. And you know what? It still would have fucking failed, because no one's going to be like, oh, I need to buy a whole console to play these games. But that would have been the better way to do it.
Sure. The problem is, as we said before, no one's going to want these games without a console. That's the thing. It's like, if these games existed on their own without a console, they'd be lost to time.
Right. People,
that's the problem.
And that's what's been going on as we watch this. Yeah. People are bending themselves into pretzels to get excited over games that if they saw them on the eShop, they would not spend more than 2 seconds looking at.
And $1.50.
Astro Smash is the best looking game and the most farthest along of all of them. But if Astro Smash released 2 weeks ago on the eShop, none of these people would be covering it. There'd be no fanfare, nothing. It's only because it's all you have to look forward to.
On a console, you're trapped into an ecosystem with these awful controllers. Like we said from the beginning, the money in this venture is not in the games; it's in selling the hardware. It's the opposite of every other video game console that has pretty much existed.
It's the only unique thing Tommy's really done, and you know what? It's the fucking stupidest idea I've ever heard.
It's the death knell of this console.
Yes.
So, all right, you want to do one more? Or you just want to check in with a friend here?
Let's check in with a friend.
There's only 105. Wow, we caught up. We somehow caught up in time.
We did okay.
We got through this. My couch outside got soaked, but we're
how long? 8 years? 7 years? Professionals.
8.5 years almost.
Fucking Christ.
I know.
All right,
we got one more.
Hey, true believers! Welcome to life in a post-Atari age world, but don't worry, we're gonna get through this. We still got the Amico MySpace page going strong. That guy Tom is still our friend on there, you know, the founder of MySpace, Tom, so we got a partnership with him still. And of course, as soon as the page loads up, you get your world rocked with some tubular tunes by yours truly. But we still got other ways to promote, like the new Amico Digest magazine, for instance. Yeah, tons of articles about the Amico and the AC adapter and me, lots of stuff about me. Not to mention it's in full color. Boom! And it's now available anywhere magazines are sold in West Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Yeah, but good riddance to all those Atari Age dinglings, especially Albert, who's just an untalented, jealous gatekeeping. I don't have to deal with any of that on the forums at AOL, see? That is the sound of being free from dingling. I feel so alive!
Well, all right. Dial-up is about when the Intellivision technology,
You think they've got a space on Prodigy?
Prodigy space?
Yeah, maybe CompuServe.
CompuServe. My friend had, I think, Prodigy.
I'm trying to remember all the early, there's Prodigy, Delphi, CompuServe, yeah.
Prodigy, AOL. Those are the three big ones besides that. Well, Tommy, best of luck on MySpace. Maybe you get that partnership with Tom and Tommy.
Tommy.